Good day everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I've got an idea for a new series, so to speak. I've got a lot of planes with talismans on that I've earned, obviously. And I thought, well, some of these I haven't flown in years, so why don't we get them out the hangar a bit? And well, I thought I'd start off with a bit of a relic of mine. My first ever flown plane in War Thunder, the P-26 A34 M2. When I was a noob back in, well, in fact, it's been over 4 years now since I actually started playing War Thunder. It was my 4th year, shall we say, anniversary on the 5th of April, which, fun enough, was when I did my Chroma video. And ever since then, I've obviously gained experience, met some arseholes, met some great people, met some great YouTubers throughout the way, and this was the plane that started it all, people. Now, many people are going to be going, the P-26 A34 is a pile of shit. Not this one particularly. This has a 50 caliber machine gun replacing one of the 7.62s, and to be truthfully honest, people, it's a nice plane. It's just, it's not very well used anymore. Now, obviously, I do have plenty of other I do have plenty of other Talisman planes, such as the P-26 B-35. I also have the PBY-5 Catalina. I also have the P-36C, the PBY-5A Catalina, and also the SBD Dauntless. And I have a lot of these planes that I have not flown in ages. I mean, yeah, I've flown a Dauntless recently. That was with Forsyth, who I know on Discord. Um, and that was when I screwed up because I'd modified my keybinds to only fire the 37 on my BF-110. So when I went to pull the trigger on the SBD, I only had 2 machine guns firing, and that was the nose mounted. But we'll obviously run this thing as a fighter when we do. But I just think because I have so many planes and even tanks I can do, this will give me access to more aviation videos that you guys will obviously see. You can see my wide range of talismans for vehicles which I've earned over the years. Obviously, most of these I'd have earned flying these planes back in the day. I mean, once we get up to around, well, once we get past rank 1 in America, we're kind of screwed here. But we have tanks as well. We have the M2, the M3A1 Stuart, the LVT, and well, there's obviously Germany. I have a lot of German planes, that's for certain, that have talismans. So we can go for all these. It's just bringing out some retro planes which you wouldn't expect me to fly. But because I think it's a good idea, not only do you get to see some planes that I have talismans in and maybe use to grind with when it comes to new updates for certain vehicles, but also you might see some relics, which not many people fly anymore, this being one of them. So, to go briefly over the P-26 P shooter as a whole, it was a 1930s design made by Boeing. If you don't know who Boeing is, to put it briefly, if you've ever been in a 737, 757, 777, or a 747, you've been in a Boeing. Anything else that's named A300 or A380 or something like that is an Airbus. And well, RIP Airbus A380 is all I'll say, because they've recently stopped producing those. But the P-26 was my first plane. Like I say, this was my first ever plane. I flew this, the M2. I got 2 kills in this. I remember my first match like it was yesterday. I got 2 kills in this. I got 1 in the A33, and the match ended before I could bring out the B35. Now, obviously, the P-26A is the only P-shooter I don't have a talisman on. I'm so tempted just to buy it because of how cheap it is. I mean, it's 80 golden eagles, just so I can have all 3 P-shooters with a talisman on, just for the lols. But I think, like I said, because I've got so many vehicles all across the board, which could have potential in a video, obviously I'll do every single live or flight live. Obviously, I won't do any more until you guys say, yeah, we'd want to see this. Obviously, I'll publish this video a little earlier just to make it easier. But I think this could be a good idea. And so I'm going to do the P-26 A34 M2 as a test. Publish a video, see how you guys respond. And if you want, I'll obviously go through the P-26, P-35, PBY-5, P-36, PBY-5A, and the Dauntless. The Dauntless is going to be the best one, that's why I put it at last. You always got to save the best till last, people. I should have done the B-35 first, but I wanted to get the M2 out because A, it's my first plane that I actually flew, and B, it's a relic. So, let's jump right in, shall we? Oh, we're straight in. Bloody hell. That was straight in, wasn't it? The second I clicked, and it just went 1, 2. You're in, boy. Fly your relic. Okay, so minimum fuel though, because we're probably going to die. The P-shoot is quite old. But hey ho. Like I say, I just want you guys to let me know, and then we can do things like this. Obviously, I'll move around my schedule a bit to get this in. And we're full up to it, nothing new. But once we get airborne, I'll obviously go into a bit more discussion. I've got to mention this is the only P-shooter I think in game with landing flaps. Why am I carrying the bombs? Well, why not? But yes, this was the first plane I ever flew, and well, it was a great plane to fly back in the day of arcade. I don't even remember my stats in it. That's how long it's been. SBD I did. No, that's Air Arcade or Air AB, Air RB I should say. Why am I such an idiot? So look, I didn't do the best, but that was because I was a noob. P-26 A33 didn't do the best. I was a noob. P-26 B-35 didn't do the best. I was a noob. The M2 is the only one I have a positive KD in. And well, I've never flown a single Air RB, so I think this is also the only P-shooter with web. I will have to clarify that. But literally, once this V-Day sales rolls around, if I have a spare Golden Eagles, I am plugging the Talisman on the A33. I don't care. If it's spare, it's spare. I mean, I'm planning to pick up... Oh, I remember noting this somewhere. I was thinking to get the Japs there, but I'm going to wait for that because obviously it's allied vehicles only. But then I was watching a YouTube video, and a YouTuber recommended me to the P-39K, which is a Russian rank 2, well sorry, no, rank 3 I think it is. Russian King Cobra. And I thought that would be a good idea to get. So I thought, okay, we'll consider it. Yeah, I thought it was a new one. You can just tell. But it has been almost 3.5 years since I've flown this little P-shooter. Because I remember putting it away after I got the F2A3 Buffalo, because I was still using this in 3.7 games because I thought it would still work, and it did. It did some ground targets, but that was literally it. It got me maybe 1 or 2 air kills, but the thing is to consider, people, is that I was a noob. 4 years ago, I was a noob, big time. And obviously now, I'm flying the first ever plane I flew in a battle. Obviously the first actual plane you will fly, I think, is the I-153P, I think. But it's relics like this, which I think could work for a nice little series, because it'd be nice and casual, we wouldn't be going full try-hard, we'd just be flying some planes that we haven't seen in ages, and maybe people have forgotten about. That's how I see it anyway. Got a lot of bombers on the enemy team. D3A1. I was gonna say, it looked like he was stood for a Kraken then. Terrifying, I know, but... And we'll ignore the KI-21 because we'll be unable to catch him. You seem like a good pilot, so I want you out in the sky. Semi-experienced. I want him out of the sky either way. Where's he going? Italia. I think that means for Italy. I don't know. I'm not Italian. I have a friend who's part Italian, but that's pretty much the closest you'll get. Okay, there he is. Is he gonna come up for a head-on? Oh my god, the camera is screwing me over. Of course it does. Come on, turn it, turn it, turn it, turn it. That's it, that's it, that's it. Beautiful! Present the Italian packing. Oh, it feels nice to fly an old plane. It really does. Great, let's get rid of these bombs. They're equivalent to about 45 kilogram, I think. I don't freaking know. Either way, one of them gone. Boom! Bang on! Beautiful! Right, I need to help that Hawk. Anti-aircraft fire is coming in to help. Well, when I say help, I say rebalance. Because it's anti-aircraft. Ki-43 coming up, heads up for me. Beautiful! Pea shooter's going ham! Look at this little guy! Pea shooter kicked the arse of a Ki-43. In real life it'd have been screwed. Did take some wing damage to the right wing. Wing's gone orange, but other than that we're okay. But I think this could be a good idea. Obviously the bombers won't be as well, the PBY-5 will not be as interesting, I'll tell you that much. But there's a lot of planes that I have that are just lying around. They're just not doing anything anymore. I really need a... Well, I normally don't split the guns on a plane like this, so... if you want advice on which planes to switch guns and like, what's the word, split your guns, a YouTube channel I'll recommend is Hairy Feet. I will link his channel name in the description. Well, a link to his channel, I should really say. Nice bloke, he'll respond to every single comment with half a freaking essay, but he will teach you a lot of things that you need to learn. He will give you advice on what to buy, what not to buy, to some premiums. He does aircraft reviews every so often. He's a nice bloke, I really recommend him. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description below at some point. There we go. Okay, so we've got that 109 left. Honestly, people, when you take out an old relic and you're just flying it around, it does feel nice. And that should have killed that. Okay, so the artillery guns are down. Because that BF-109 is going to hate my existence for it, we might want to return to base shortly. I do want to nail this AAA gun, however. Come on, you bullet sponge, Jesus Christ. Is that Russian anti-aircraft gun? I swear it is. Ooh, that was close. You totally didn't feel any pants going brown then. Oh, you better not have heard it. No, that's a German AA gun. Whoa, shite! There we go. Not as much lift as a biplane jet, remember that. I love it though I put per Italia and then he just got his ass kicked. Yeah, he's an Italian pilot. And that proves how long it's been since I've played this plane, people. I've got my old insignia on the tail. I've only just noticed it now. The eagle head was one of my favourite insignias, and I always put it on the tail section. If I could not put it on the tail section, that was only because either there was a marking on the plane that I didn't want to cover up, or an Air Force roundel. As you can imagine, there wasn't none on the P-26, so I put it there. So, let's head back to base, get some ammo for the machine guns, get some more bombs, and then we'll continue. And I remember looking into this cockpit for the first time, and I was just thinking, I'm playing War Thunder, the game that I've been looking at YouTube for the last year and a half. And obviously, when I started playing, I wanted to obviously play Britain at first. Then I thought, nah, that's just too predictable. What's another nation that we used in terms of aircraft during the war? America. We used American warbirds. Yeah, as you can see there, the right wing's a bit shot, but it's fine. But even though I was a noob, I still did okay to say I was a noob. And look, this guy's flying a P-26 A33. I always recommend taking the bombs with the P-shooters, just because then you can back up your team a bit more. Maybe take out a tank, things like that, etc. Like, that's why I prefer to carry bombs on reserve planes if they have them. Well, I can't, because I'm pretty much dry of ammo. I'm not taking on a BF-19E with a 30 cal. Yes, I believe this is the only P-shooter in game with landing flaps. Throttle to 50% so we don't stall it. But like I say, if you want to see more things like this, but not bombers that can't be used as fighters, etc., such as the what's that guy doing? Yeah, the P-26 was very vulnerable to rolling over on landing, buddy. You do not want to do that. It's replicated in game by hitting the brakes too hard, so you've got to take it into account. Now, I know most people are going to say, oh, you've flown the P-26 clearly. You've been flying the A34 recently, if you've been stalking my profile or something. But there you go, that's why this plane was very... This plane killed a lot of its pilots doing that, by the way. On landing. The landing flaps were intended to help with this. What the fuck is he doing? I just happened to notice his ass, but even so, we landed the plane safely at least. So 50 cal P shooter's going ham. And he is just crashed, okay. Right, I just need to grab my phone because my phone needs charging. That will be a second. And there we go. Today as I speak, it is Wednesday the 24th of April. I've just recorded the IAR-81C first flight. And, well, today Avengers Endgame has arrived. Obviously, I am not seeing it today, day one, sadly. But I will be seeing it tomorrow on Thursday. I'll be finishing college at 6 o'clock. Obviously, by the time this video comes out, I will have seen Avengers Endgame. But I've been very looking forward to Avengers Endgame. I really have. It's something I've always, like, I've been loving Marvel ever since I was a young lad, and I just want to see what it's going to end, because I have my predictions. But I don't know what's going to happen personally, folks, but I've already said a couple of characters are going to die, I think. And, well, apparently, according to a Facebook post, they've already given out tissues in showings of the Marvel Avengers Endgame, which I find hilarious, but at the same time, I'm probably going to be one of those soppy bastards who's going to cry at a film. I mean, people call me a bad person because I didn't cry at Marley and Me, so... If you don't know about Marley and Me, it's a film about a dog. To put it simply, it's a film about a dog. The dog dies at the end of the film, spoiler alert. And for some reason, I'm catching up to this SP2M. Oh, it's 100, no wonder. And that poor guy over there is getting gangbanged, so I think the best course of action is to go for ground targets. And end this game quickly. Quite literally end game. Because that poor guy's getting 3 ups. And well, it's quite clear to me we need to win this via ground targets. Bombs away. I'm not going to get anything. Oh, we got 2. Awesome. Obviously, I know we can win this via ground forces. That's why I'm going for ground forces, people. This is what you call planning. Forward planning. You have to learn it in your driving lessons and your driving test, unfortunately. To pass here in the UK. Right, Governor. As I speak, though, I am close to doing my theory test. So I'm looking forward to doing that. We are going to win if I kill this armoured car, so I'm just hoping that those hungry hippos that you would call stat padders are not going to disturb my pea shooter. And it appears they are not, so let's end this, shall we? It's the end game now. There we go. 2 air targets, 14 ground targets. I'll take it. So, pretty good run if I do say so myself for an old relic of my hangar. What we got? Come on, million civil like you wankers. Backup vehicle for F2A1, P-36C, SBD, TBD, and M3A1 Stuart. Lovely. So let me know what you think about this new idea, because obviously I'll prepare a load of planes before, well, I'll probably cover them at some point. But I just think, yeah, the PBY-5 Catalinas won't be as fun. But they're Catalinas, they don't have to be good. We can just gunship them with the turrets if we have to. And, well, we'll see, yeah? Just see what you guys think, because I don't want to record 5 different aircraft with talismans on them, obviously in separate parts of videos and things like that. And I don't want to do it if you guys are not interested. Same as the combo series that I'm planning. That is coming up soon in the next few weeks. And well, let's just say I don't want to waste my time and waste your time. Let me know what you guys want and I will try and do it. That's my one thing I want to do. I want to listen to my community. Even though I've already got, what, 88 subs, I think? Let's have a check. At the time of, obviously, recording right now. But I want to hear your guys' opinions. Do you think flying these Talisman'd Planes, which I earn for free, on every single one I earned for free, I didn't pay for a single one. Do you think showing off these planes, which some of them are relics, I mean, P-26 B-35, P-26 A34 M2, PBY-5 Catalinas, P-36C, Dauntless, planes like this are relics to War Thunder. They've been in the game so long. In fact, since the get-go. But hey, I won't do it if you guys don't want me to. This is just a test. Let me know what you think, and I will catch you all on the next one.